Good afternoon. My name is Aubri Skaggs. I'm really sad that we're unable to be in the same place, in the same space right now, but given the times, I think that this is a really good way for us to spend some time together. I'm a junior sociology anthropology major. I moved to Taylor from Cairo, Egypt. My mom was a professor at the American University in Cairo. I currently live on the 3rd floor of Garrick Hall. And for you, Dr. Beatty, my favorite shake at Ivanhoe's is the Shipwreck. As I said, I lived in Cairo, Egypt. I attended an American school, so thankfully all of my classes were in English. I was on the softball team and the volleyball team, and I enjoyed participating in the musical productions as well. Before living in Egypt, I actually lived in Kentucky. I come from a family of 4, so it's just me and my brother and my parents. My brother actually attended Taylor and just graduated as an art education major. I first learned about Taylor from my mom. She graduated in the class of '90, as well as my uncle, who's 2 years older than her and also attended Taylor. The big factor when it came to coming to Taylor was my freshman year is when they added the anthropology and sociology major. And so that, knowing that they had that here was something that really drew me here, as well as having it be a Christian experience. So coming to Taylor my freshman year kind of re-kick-started my faith. Being around people, students, professors, administrators who are all believers, they pushed me to think about my faith and take it for my own, especially the girls who live on my floor. I've been in small groups, and the conversations we've had and the way we've studied the Bible have really helped me to just get closer to both Jesus and the community around me and just get to know people on a deeper level. COVID has had a very big impact on campus life. For me personally, it has appeared in the way I've interacted with other people. Now that big groups aren't necessarily allowed, learning how to love people better, both through a mask and 6 feet apart, and still maintaining those relationships has been a challenge, but I think a really good way for us to get closer and learn how to love people in difficult situations. Last semester, when we were forced to go home, my parents currently live in Cincinnati, but in a house that I've never been to before. And so it was an adjustment for both me and my brother to go to a place where we'd never lived and call it home. And that was the big process that happened both over quarantine and over the summer, was learning to be a family again in a place that was new. So an important project that has impacted me since my time at Taylor was that after my freshman year, Dr. Priest, one of my anthropology professors, asked me to be one of his research assistants over the summer. The research included looking at an African American community just north of Marion, and it was really impactful for me because it pulled me into the community more than I was before, and I've continued some of those relationships as my time at Taylor has gone on. Immediately after graduation, I'm planning on attending grad school. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do there, but I think that God has been calling me toward advocacy work and working with groups of people that have a harder time in the current system and culture in America. And so helping them get to a place where they can be on equal footing with everyone else is something that's really important to me. As we finish up, Dr. Beatty asked me to share my favorite cookie, which is chocolate chip. So if you remember, Garrick 325. But more seriously, I think it's important to ask that you continue to pray for the generation of students that's currently here at Taylor, especially as we're going through this really hard time. And knowing that people are praying for us is really powerful, and it really helps to lift us up as a community. So thank you once again, and it's been great spending time with you.